Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back to my channel and support me. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I am doing my January empties, and there is a lot less in here than I have had in previous months. I think that I go through stages of like a lot of use and then hardly anything. And this is a month of hardly anything. But what is in here are pretty pricey items. So as you guys know, I did a year-long empties video last year. I will be doing that again in 2020. So this is the first like monthly empties that'll all go into my end of the year empties. I will be keeping everything beauty oriented to put into that final Year of Empties video for 2020. So this is the first product I have. This is the Sol de Janeiro Acai Body Power Cream. This is just a little like travel size version of this, and I have to tell you, you guys, I love the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. I think there's just a little bit in here. I think I'm gonna put on my hands because my hands feel dry today. So I love the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. I think that it is amazing. The stuff that comes in the yellow tub, it smells so good. This stuff doesn't really smell all that good. It's not my favorite. It took me forever to get through this little tiny tub because it just doesn't smell good. It's super floral, and I am not a super floral lover, and I wouldn't think that it smelled floral because it's acai. Acai is a berry, right? And I thought that I was going to love it, and I just didn't. I probably wouldn't repurchase. I definitely wouldn't repurchase this one. I would repurchase the yellow one. I love the yellow one. I haven't tried the green one yet. I think I do have, I have a backup full-size yellow one down there, but I also think I have a like travel size little tiny green one that I'm going to try before I crack open that full-size yellow one again. This one wouldn't be one that I repurchased. The next thing I have in here is this. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, and I went through a streak of trying different cleansing balms last year. And first, the reason why was because we got a like sample size or deluxe size version of the Pharmacy Green Clean cleansing balm in a BoxyCharm last year, and I wanted to find a cheaper version because the full size one is like $44 or something like that. And so I tried an e.l.f. one that just really sucked, and then I purchased this one. So we had an extra % off in Clinique. We get sporadic extra % off that stack on top of our already associate discount at Ulta. And so this was $15 for me the day I purchased it, and I really like it. It's firmer than the other balms that I had tried in the past. So it's not as goopy, it's more waxy. It feels more like a balm. It actually feels kind of like a chapstick in the packaging, but I would definitely repurchase it. I definitely have repurchased it, actually. I replaced this completely empty one. I washed out the container. I might reuse the container. It is a good container. I replaced this completely empty one with a completely full backup one. So because I liked it as much as I did, when we got an additional % off in Clinique again, I did purchase another one. So the next thing I have in here is this. You guys know how disappointed I was with myself in the wipes that I had used last year. This is one of 4 packs that I had purchased before doing that empties video, and I'm hoping that this will be one of 4 packs that's in my empties next year. I'm trying really desperately hard not to use as many of these as I have in the past, so will I repurchase them? Maybe. I'm not opposed to it, but I did use so many wipes last year, and I've gotten more into the habit of using I brought some of my makeup erasers in here instead of just keeping them all in my bathroom so that I can use them to wipe my hands off and the swatches off when I am in here, which is all that I really pretty much use these for. And additionally to that, I was also using them every day when I do my personal makeup application. I do like to have a wipe out to wash off my hands with. If I get them all gunky with like foundation or something like that, I just do that on one of these now. So I'm hoping that this will be one of 4 packs, which is what I purchased prior to coming into this year and doing that empties video. I cannot breathe today, and I do not know why. And the sun is coming out, and I face all these windows, so my lighting might go wonky for a little bit. I think you guys can see the sunlight on my wall back there, so now it's like I'm in the prime spot for it to be affecting my lighting. The next thing I have in here is this. It is the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. You guys, I really actually love this. The one thing I will say about this is it's 2.7 ounces. It doesn't cost very much. A sprayer on it is nice. It lasted me a long time. It doesn't really help with any kind of like makeup longevity or anything like that, but it does refresh your face. If you find that halfway through the day, like your face is looking, you know, dry, or like your makeup application doesn't look as stellar as it could, you can spray yourself with this, like blot it with a sponge and then go about your day. This is going to help you in that sense. It's not going to help you with the longevity of your makeup. Would I repurchase it? Probably. It smells great. It's really refreshing. The spray nozzle on it is amazing. So I probably would. It's one of the e.l.f. items that I really do like. e.l.f. is kind of one of those brands that are hit and miss for me. I really like some of their items and I really don't like some of their items. There's typically not an in-between for me for e.l.f. That one I really do like. So the next item I have in here is this. It is an Ulta Beauty sponge that I purchased so long ago, and I kind of like it. This pad down here is like felt or something, but I think that it was getting a little icky. I'm not sure what that is. I'm afraid to like really dig in and see what that is. This is a super old sponge in my collection, and this is the reason why I'm getting rid of this. It worked really well. I like that it's kind of on the stiffer end. It didn't really get very big when you put water into it. I would say that I used it more for like contouring than I did for anything else, but it was a decent sponge, and it's an Ulta Beauty one, so it didn't cost hardly anything. I think it was like a $3 sponge. I would probably repurchase it because I did like it a lot. I also like the fact that it was gray, so staining was at a minimal, or what you could see as far as staining went was at a minimal. So the next thing I have in here is this. It is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. These guys are just deluxe sample sizes. I think I threw this in here actually during my lippy video because I went to go test some of the shades that I really like to use and was realizing that this one really just doesn't have, I mean, you can kind of get some color out of it, but not really, not to the intensity it used to have. So I know it's in there, it's dried up, or it's just not in there anymore. But this is in the shade Dubai. It was one of my favorites. It's kind of a like a rosy tone brown, and I really do like those brown shades when I'm going after a lip shade. The next thing I have in here is this. It is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. It's so funny because last year in the empties I went through one eye primer, one. And this year already I have emptied one, but this one was already open. It was one that I had used, you know, multiple times last year and just didn't empty it out. There's maybe one more use in here, but I doubt it. The last couple days when I was trying to like squeeze something out of the tube, nothing was coming out, and this is kind of like crusted on here, so I think that I just need to get it out of the collection because I really don't think that there's nothing left in there coming out. I would venture to say this will be the only eye primer in my Year of Empties at the end of the year. I only did go through one eye primer last year, so I can't imagine I'll have another one that I empty this year. Except for the fact that I do have quite a few in there that were open last year and used upon last year, so maybe because of that I might have a few more, but I thought it was kind of funny that there was already an eye primer in my empties when all of last year I went through one. The next thing in here is this. It is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Lash Amplifying Primer. And this is what it looks like. And it's just a lash primer. I found lash primers last year. It's supposed to be white. That's part of the reason why I'm getting rid of it. I think that it's just so empty that I can see clear to the bottom of the tube. And I've had it open for quite some time actually, and I'm not sure that primers need to follow the same rules that mascara does, but I can't imagine why they shouldn't follow the same rules. But this has definitely been open longer than that 3 or 6 month time frame, so I maybe just need to get rid of it, but it's empty anyways. I do love a lash primer. I think that lash primers are probably one of those things that when I first heard about lash primers, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But I really feel like this stuff really keeps your flakiness or your smudginess of your mascara at bay. I really feel like it helps your mascara last longer, and I really feel like it does things to make your lashes look better with a mascara over the top of them when you're using a lash primer. So I currently have a different one that I'm using, and after that I have another one that I can roll into my collection. I think when I did my inventory I had 3, so I will repurchase this CoverGirl one because I really loved it, unless I love one of these other ones more so. But I will always have a lash primer in my collection. And so the last thing, you guys, is the big mama of my collection, something that I am so proud of myself for emptying. And a lot of you know that I actually took the last 2 powders in this and kind of Franken contoured them to make a contour that is currently in my project pan for the year. But it is my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. This guy has been a part of my collection since almost the very beginning. I got it at TJ Maxx. Look, there's the TJ Maxx sticker right there. Yes, I still have the box for it. It's when she moved into the TJ Maxx sphere. So this is my Shade and Light palette. This is it empty. You guys see these 3 pans are gone. But that is because when I took these 2 pans, which basically had the outer rim, just a little tiny bit along the outer rim on each one of those pans, and destroyed them to put them into a different palette to make them one new contour. I tried to take these 3 pans out and put them into another palette as well, just use them in their pans and put them into one of my magnetic palettes. They broke. So while I didn't exactly get every piece of the usage out of this palette that I wanted to get, I got so much. This was completely gone and has been completely gone for a while. These 2, like I said, just had the bare minimum left in the pan, and these ones had been used enough that they just didn't hold up to me taking them out. And this guy is broken. He has been broken for quite some time. I am so happy to get this out of my collection. It no longer is going to live on top of my vanity. I've been using this every day pretty much since last year, and it just got to the point where I could legitimately repot it and know that those two contour shades were all going to fit into one pan. I used to mix them all the time anyway, so I didn't feel it was going to be that much of a stretch for me to Franken contour them together. I am super happy that that is out of my collection, that it all fit into. So this is the Franken contour that I made, and that's all that was left of that palette. It is in my project pan right now, and I'm super excited about it because I have no doubt it'll be out of my collection in no time. So those are my empties this month. Not a lot, but some big items in this empties. What did you empty this month? Did you have more than me? Did you have less than me? How do you feel about the empties that I have? Again, I will be saving all of these for my end of year empties for my Year of Empties 2020. I hope that you guys look forward to watching that at the end of the year. That's so far away. Thank you guys so much for coming to visit me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video so much that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. I also hope that you loved it, or you loved me enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. I do upload content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so if you subscribe, do not forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload. I hope that your February is treating you well. We're only a few days into it at this point, so I'm back on the road. I'm traveling again Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays every single week. I'm so excited about it, and I hope that the weather stays the way it is today, because I hate traveling in the crazy winter weather. But let me know how your February is going. Let me know what you emptied. Let me know if you have a video out there I can go and support. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.